कर्पूरस्फटिकेन्दु सुन्दरदं कात्यायनी सेवितं गङ्गोत्तुङ्गतरङ्गरञ्जितजटाभारं कृपासागरं कण्ठालङ्कृत शेषभूषणमहं मृत्युञ्जयं भावये आगच्छ मृत्युञ्जयचन्द्रमौले व्याघ्राजिनालङ्कृतशूलपाणि स्वभक्तसंरक्षणकामधेनो प्रसीद विश्वेश्वर पार्वतीशा रुद्राक्षकङ्गलसत्करदण्डयुग्मः फालान्तरालसितभस्मधृतत्रिपुण्ड्रः पञ्चाक्षरं परिपठन् वरमन्त्रराजम् ध्यायन् सदा पशुपतिं शरणं व्रजेदा ॐ प्रतिष्ठित्यै जया प्रतिष्ठित्यै प्रतिष्ठित्यै जया रत्वारत्वाय जया प्रतिष्ठित्यै प्रतिष्ठित्यै जया रत्वा प्रतिष्ठित्या इति प्रतिष्ठित्यै सांगसपरिवारमेण श्री भवानी शंकर महामृत्युंजय अनुग्रह सिद्धि द्वारा तप मनोभीष्ट सिद्धिरस्तु आश्रित भक्तजनानां परिपूर्ण देवी अनुग्रह सिद्धिरस्तु అమ్మవారి యొక్క అనుగ్రహం ఈశ్వరుని యొక్క అనుగ్రహం వారికి ఉండాలని అంటే వారు దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మర్ అనమాట. ఆయన దగ్గర నుంచి మనకు కావాల్సింది ఎవరికి ఏ పవర్ కావాలో ఆ పవర్ అలా ఆయన ద్వారా తీసుకోవాలని మన సర్వజాకర్మణ కోరుకుంటూ మంగళం భారత్.
A number of you know probably Madhu Babu Garu is a very, very unique individual, having attained several things. In fact, he started his sadhana very young. He was only about 16 years old, and has seen and understood a lot of the cosmic creation, the metaphysical existence. In fact, his knowledge about how we can decipher the universe is very, very interesting, and successfully proven to us multiple times on multiple occasions, where he can just look at the current cosmic point in time, seeing how things came together, and is able to decipher. In fact, he can tell you what you had for breakfast and what you are going to have for dinner. So that's the level of detail that he has been able to decipher. And there's very few and far apart that have been able to do that. And I think this is a new subject all by itself as to how the gods play or the cosmic play comes together. And he is very knowledgeable, not only from the perspective of astrological analysis of how things come together, but he's done a lot of sadhana and a lot of reading. So we have asked him specifically today to come and talk about Spanda Karika, which looks at Shiva from a different perspective and a dimension. Most of the times, it's all about the radiance and the energy and the power and the tattva. But today we'll understand a different perspective of the ultimate consciousness or the supreme consciousness of Shiva. So having said that, I won't take too much time away, and I request Madhu Babu Garu to kind of take the stage and tell us a lot so that we can learn. And the idea here is to see how all of us can elevate ourselves spiritually and learn. And before we give the microphone to Madhu Babu Garu and ask him to take, I guess Viruddha has a few things to add and a few questions we want to pose. And after that, we'll have Ishwar tell us a little bit about Ishwar Tattva, and then we'll go on to the main stage. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Shiva, for that introduction and welcome. So, how many of you are aware about quantum physics? Any idea like how the things are and all this? So, I am so confused about quantum physics, and when I asked Madhu, he gave me an explanation about the consciousness that can affect the matter. So, what is matter and how they behave? Also, he gave me another explanation like the particles which can be like observed and also which can be in the form of wave. So that is kind of something which gave me an idea briefly. However, I would love to know more about it, and how do the matter know whether it's something like a physical observable thing or it's a sort of a wave. So, and after he gave me another idea about the things that which even science cannot answer. Even Google, ChatGPT or having a PhD degree will not help us to understand these things. answers for all these questions which we are stuck, especially youngsters like me, are answered from a source called Spanda Karika, which is going to help us to understand more. And to give an introduction about Spanda Karika, which already Sriram said about the Shiva answering all of these questions. So this is originally from Kashmir, and Shiva lineages from Kashmir have found the answers for most of these questions. And I would request Madhu Pragya to answer all of her questions and explain us all about these things in today's discussion. Thank you, Madhu.
Shri Guru Namaha. Guru Ji named Rajagopalacharya Ji, one of the key gurus of Ramchandra mission, said something wonderful I remember today. He said an object is red because it's able to absorb all the colors of the spectrum but unable to process red, so it is showing red. An object is blue because it absorbed all the colors of the spectrum except the blue. And he said, I'm speaking all this because I don't seem to understand it. I understood everything, but I'm still understanding Shiva. I wanted to talk about Shiva because I haven't understood Shiva enough. Not because I understood Shiva, I'm trying to understand Shiva. Studying various methods, techniques, astrology, meditation, Patanjali Sutras, Puranas, Upanishads, Vedas, scriptures, Buddhism, mathematical philosophy, Mithraism, Christianity, Islam, and principles of primordial thinking, it came to a question, did we really understand anything at all? I think there is no charge for this. Hello? And you can hear me? I think it's going up after that.
Let me just check.
That's what. No, we are on a charge.
A lot of people are online.
No. Yeah, sure. So, the most important question that came to my mind is, we need to have a syllabus. Start taking something that is exceptionally different and analyze. What is meant by exceptional? You heard Ramayana. If we have this discussion in a logical way, there is a form God Parabrahma Chaitanya manifested as Rama. Rama is Dharma, Vigraha of Dharma is manifestation. You are understanding Rama, you can understand Ramayana, you can understand the path of Rama. The locus of all points Rama traveled is Rama Ayana. Ayana is locus mathematics, locus of a point. The path that he traveled, the path of thoughts, path of life, path of what is established, that is Ramayana. Krishnayana is the path of Krishna. See, it's a locus of all points. That is one way of understanding form. When we go further up, formless seem to be the way God is working. Not many people will be interested. It is a very specialized. You are here means, first of all, I was expecting 2 people audience. At least we have sufficient number of people to even listen this. Why? There is one place they are serving lassi, free lassi, 20 people. Free bar, unlimited bar. There is no bar. Then there are 500 people. Then they are giving amritam. If you dip in this river during this Mahakumbh, and you will get immortality. Then there are 5 lakh people there every day. So the more people understand, the more we can understand, we can comprehend as a form, it is becoming very easy to relate. Then I will say, we are distributing only water. Not sure it is perfect. We are just giving water. What water? From a well in my village. Is it mineral water, sir? Sorry, sir, we don't have mineral water. If I give you mineral water, the water is processed. It is artificial. Spanda Karika is not mineral water. It is water from your village well. It's not the purest, it's not the greatest, but it is beautiful, sweet home water. This water will make you think. This Spanda Karika will make you think. Because no one ever spoke about Shiva like that. Very easy. Shiva sitting in meditation. He is having Trishul. There is Nandi. And all the Pramadaganas. Parvati is also there. Once in a while, he is in Ardhanarishwara. And all the story is very good. You have Puranas, Shiva Purana, all these things are there. But if I tell you, no, I remove all this, no lassi style, no Coca-Cola, no thumbs up, I'll give you water. Then it gets less interesting. But the truth is water. If you don't understand water, you can't understand Coke. You can't understand the lassi. It all started with two molecules, hydrogen and oxygen. H2O is your water. Hydrogen and oxygen. Amma and Ayya. Mother and father. Shiva and Parvati. Two energies working together. They call it yin and yang in Lao Tzu philosophy. Yin and yang. They call it duality. They call quantum duality. Whatever, there are many names, particles, waves. Many duality, day and nights and all dualities. And the intersection of the dualities is Lord Narasimha. Neither day nor night. Neither inside house. So, to go into this, a person requires a different kind of IQ. A different kind of passion to search for the truth. Spanda Karika is an advanced spiritual journey like Patanjali Sutras. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is an advanced yogic philosophy. Shiva Sutras are very advanced thought processes. They are written by people. You can take God as simple. No? They wanted to also complicate it for you. They wanted to find a way to tease you, your IQ. So first time when I was talking to an MIT professor many years ago, 15 years ago, he asked me the question. Oh, he is a nuclear physics, he was at our department at MIT. He said, do you know what is the oldest book in quantum physics? I said, I don't know. Do you know when it could have been written? I said, I don't know. It's written in India, book called Spanda Karika. I was shocked. What? I never heard the name. Is it Spanda Karika? What do you mean by that? It is written in Kashmir Shaivism. Oldest book still date. Whatever we are talking about string theory, we are talking about membranes, all these things we are talking, it was already there. Consciousness, interactions of the microparticles. Sorry. I went and read it. I thought, I have a little bit of ego. If I read a book, I can understand it. I have got memory, I can process it. Everybody continues to be in state of rest or information, state unless it is acting by its nature. I can remember Newton's thoughts all about it from my childhood. From 10th grade I can recall. Ego. I can read a book, I can remember, I can process my mind, I can close my eyes and process. When I read Spanda Karika, all my ego gone. I read another day, I read another day, I read another day. I read for a week, try to understand. It looks like I understood, but I was not understanding anything. I threw away the book, I put it in the shelf. So I can't understand this. What is it trying to say? There are only two kinds of people who can understand Spanda Karika. Either I am telling you I am a guru, you listen and say, yeah, true, and go home. Or we have a real deep understanding. Only two ways to go about Spanda Karika. Many of the YouTube videos, many, not everything, this thing, I try to quickly browse through in order to talk. They were trying to tell, I know the subject, let me explain to you, but they are not really explaining, problem is they are not explaining to convince me. I am a science person. For me, first I need some logical connection to be able to understand. Kashmir Shaivism, Spanda Karika is trying to show Shiva is omnipresent. Don't tell me, okay, Shiva is omnipresent, you have no choice, you better believe it. All I am going to be Shiva. I don't want to be taught like that. I come from a logical mind. I was looking for ways to understand. And I don't need to be sold the power of Shiva. I already know Shiva. I already have belief in him. I know I am a dust particle And there's trillions of years of evolution that has been happening, and another trillions and trillions of years beyond the evolution is going to happen. That is nothing. Who am I? What is place where there is no place where to go? What do I know? Nothing. Please help me understand only one thing. In this short period of time, God, I have short period of time. Half the time I am sleeping. In this short time, Shiva, please help me. Any book, please help me. Just to tell me 8 minutes, God is omnipotent. Or when I read it, help me understand something I have not understood. This is the basis I was looking at. So I had to, this exercise of this talk, probably to become a series of talks, is an effort to understand Shiva differently. In the MBA management school, we call it paradigm shift. And this should be a series of talks by different people also. This should be a brainstorming session, probably a round table sessions. We will do different question and answer sessions. Multiple speakers speaking about it. Like a scientific research, how you do research, how you have, stand-up meetings, how you have an agile methodology, how you have your use cases, whatever all these things you do, let's do it scientifically, understand Shiva. Please Shiva Tattva. I want it. Because I don't want fail, I don't want to be paid. I like you, I'm also searching for Shiva. I want to find Shiva. And Spanda Karika starts that journey very uniquely. I want to take you there. Before I take you there, if I directly take you into Spanda Karika, you're all used to these cokes, thumbs ups, Pepsis, lassis, buttermilks, and suddenly I give you my village water. You know, it's so yucky, what I do, so yucky, just water. So I need to do a little bit of marketing for you, so that you get attracted to the greatest treatise, unfortunately, greatest book called Spanda Karika. My Guruji, one of the Gurujis I had, Radhika Prasad Maharaj Ji, he was living in Vrindavan, 103 years he lived. To talk about him, we take another talk by itself. But I asked him one day, Guruji, why there are only 4 or 5 students you have? Once in a while you have 10 people. You tell such great secrets about Radhama. You met her, you saw Krishna, you saw Radhaji. This should be spread to more people. He answered, Madhu, in Chennai, he was already 98 years when he was talking. He is not diabetic, he has no BP. Every time we go, he doesn't want money or anything. What will he do 98 years? He wants chocolates. So whichever country we go from, he bring him chocolates. So he said, in Chennai, in so-and-so place, there is a big jewelry store. Outside jewelry store, every Saturday there is a vegetable market. In that vegetable market, so many people come. Back, pushing. You give 5 rupees, they give this much totapura, spinach. You can see from a distance, so much, oh my God, you bought so much totapura. But to the jewelry store, not everybody is allowed. Outside there is security. When you go in, you take this much money, they give you this piece of gold. You put in your pocket, nobody even knows that you bought gold. So, I'm selling gold here. Not many people know it. Not many people can afford it. If you can afford it, welcome to take gold. I have gold jewelry, I have platinum jewelry, I have white gold. I have some of the diamonds from Antwerp, which is the diamond capital of the world. In the coming series, I am also bringing some goldsmiths, hopefully, so that they will also share their jewelry designs. But the difference between regular jewelry store or jewelry showcase, what we call jewelry showcase or showcases, this is free. We give you diamonds, and in return, you pay attention and no tension. You need to be relaxed. That's what we want. We want you to be happy. We want you to be a better person than before. It's a philosophy that you understand. The cosmic consciousness that has created is so far widespreading than the forms we are confined. Yasyam tarnadi madhyam nahi karacharanam namakutram nasutram no jati naiva varnam na bhavati purusho no napumso na chastri na karam no vikaram nahi jani maranam nasti punyam na papam No tattvam tattvamekam sahaja samarasam satgurum tam namami. When that Satguru, that cosmic consciousness exists, it is formless, nameless, genderless, formula-less. Such is the existence. Why did I quote that Sanskrit quotation now? Unless I give you Sanskrit quotations, you don't believe I'm a spiritual person qualified to give it. That's part of my advertisement. It is not necessary, I have anything to do with it. But you need Sanskrit, I'll give you Sanskrit. I'll give you a few more, but same lines, basically. I by-hearted 5 Sanskrit slokas. If you follow me, all the talks I give in different places, I will rotate them, just I change them. Sometimes the 5th one is the first one. First one will go to last. Because why I will never be caught is, by the time my speech reaches last, people already would have left. And some other set of people will. So I could save myself by learning 5 Sanskrit slokas. Spanda Karika is about the beauty of Shiva. What is Spanda? What is Spanda? Vibration. What is Spanda? Movement. What is movement? Dance. What is dance? Ecstasy. What is ecstasy? Jumping around. So, who is doing all this? Who is not doing all this? You go into physics, molecular, scientific, atomic physics. Electrons are in their orbits, they are jumping from one orbit to the other. They are dancing. So if you go to Switzerland or wherever the CERN laboratories, particle collider is the building in Europe, where humanity is able to slice the slightest of the slightest of the slightest of the smallest particles like quarks. Every night there is a nice show on the building. They have a few buildings. Do you know what they display on the building? Can you even imagine? Can anybody guess? Raise your hand.
Nataraja.
Exactly. They display Nataraja on the giant building. They project image of Shiva on sun laboratories outside. I want to put my resume if they take me. Just to look at that Nataraja. Oh my God. Sun laboratory accepted Shiva. Not because they accept, it's a form of that they accepted Shiva. They justify it nicely. No. The particles, the fundamental particles are jumping and dancing in this universe, like Nataraja is the god of dance and the action, the randomness in this universe. So we project it symbolically. It's like an art form. Nataraja is an art form. There is a very famous and also controversial book called Tao of Physics. Chopra, somebody wrote that. The book, yeah, Physics of Chopra. It's controversial also. The cover page itself is Nataraja. They talk about particles. They say the particles, if you take the moments and track, it's like Nataraja. It's a dance, cosmic dance. So the particles are dancing like Nataraja. And we don't seem to know, hey, this electron, that particular electron in my nail, if I have a tracker, if I can put a tracker, it is here. Next minute it is probably in India. Then it is back before I observe. Maybe less than velocity of light or not, I don't know. Where is the electron? Sometimes it may be in other dimensions also. Now we have even chips that talk to, that actual quantum chips that also use different material in other dimensions. You hear the crying? Why there is a crying right now? Why we are talking this and the baby is crying? Can anybody guess? That's a sign. Rudra. The word came from Rodana. Rodana is crying. Rudra is saying it's me. You see that? That is cosmic drama. Every event happening has a cosmic reason. Eko Vishnu Mahakaleshwar Pradakruda Yanekasaha Teen Lokan Vyapta Bhutatma Bhunte Viswabhuga Vyaha. That's the second sloka I got. You have 3 more. After that, no more slokas. Because I get exhausted. No? So, 3 more left. That's the second. So, there's only one Vishnu. Who is all pervasive. Everywhere that is Vishnu. Morning, evening, night, inside, outside, eating, dying, crying, all Vishnu only. That's what Vishnu Sahasranama says. Shiva Sahasranama says same. Every Sahasranama says it's all pervasive by that God only. But that means end of the day all gods A is equal to B, B is equal to C, B is equal to A is equal to C. It's A, B, C, D is Okay, I'll see. The whole thing in the entire computer programming will go into the firmware, whatever is hardware, end of it you go to binary 0 and 1. Ones and zeros. One is one God, Advaita, 0 is I am not there. Either God is there or God is not there. Me, I don't know. Exists? Non-existent. Something is vibrating. So far we came to describe God first as nouns. Krishna, Rama, Shakti, Durga, Lalita, Radhaveshwar, Kali, Mahakali, Saraswati, Chanti, nouns. We understood. Nouns are easy to process. A noun is very easy. There's a physics book called Green's Physics. I read it when I was in undergraduate, 1991. The Green said something that struck my mind. Whenever we don't know the answer, we give a noun. We give a name to it and we kill it. Oh, why is this apple falling on the earth? Gravity. Did we answer the question? No, we escaped it by introducing something. What is gravity? Oh, that's the force, the space curvature. What is space curvature? Probably something else. All this, I'm just giving examples. Every time there's a question, you don't try to answer it, you give something else. You give something else. You don't know what it is, you give a name. I don't know what it is, the whole thing, who created all these things. You give a name, Vishnu, Narayana, all this, you give a name, and you escape. So that's the first step. We gave nouns, we escaped. Next, we had to describe it. People started asking questions. I put one Shivalingam, everybody is asked, oh, who is this? Shiva. You all come and pray to Shiva. Next time some wise man came and asked, who is Shiva? I don't know what to do. Then I gave many names. Chandrasekhara, Parvati, Bhavanishita. Some names I started. Then that went into adjectives. Adjectives. Every sound is divine. Everything happening is divine. Manjunada arrived. Manjira Nada came, so Manjunada came. Rudra came, now Manjunada came. You see this? The beauty of objectives is you can dissect, equationize it, and understand it. That's a cosmic play. Oh, no, sir. You cannot. I wanted to almost give a talk in some temple, if some temples allow me. The title of the talk is, we are doing puja, can you come another time? That's the title of that is exactly the title of the speech. I went to somebody's house. I was very hungry. I'm just giving an example. Extremely hungry. And oh, Madhukar, you came and fantastic. I said, thank you for coming. I said, if you don't mind, actually I'm hungry. Usually I don't say, I'm hungry. Can I have something to? You came and they asked, my health is not good, what planet is bad, can you please give me this solution? That 4 or 5 minutes happened. They said, we have a puja going on in the next neighbor's house. So can you want to either come there or can we meet another time? I said, okay, I'll come another time. Then I said, I forgot, I think you said we put rice, I'm hungry. Oh, sorry, then we put rice. They were waiting when we lady. Similar story, not I, but I remember this I here. The story is Tathagata. Tathagata, the person who came at that time, is probably trying to test. Baba comes probably, who knows? You are praying for Shiva. I wouldn't have started a story with myself. That showed like an egoistic damn story. So delete the story. Every each one of you delete. Please, let's undo it. What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas? Forget about that. Okay, we are removing this record. Parliament, they scold each other. And then, okay, we are removing it from record. Everyone heard it. How do you remove it from record, right? Okay, this unparliamentary language of ego has been removed. Everybody forget. Erase. Am I Men in Black has a listen? Look at this button and then you forgot about it. So, a person who is doing Bhairava Puja. And imagine a dog is coming. Hey, what the hell, dog is coming and it is touching and eating this. And then we didn't understand Bhairava. Sorry dude, you forgot. I asked him. So, we have signs of omens, chickens has been. A person going out and somebody bringing milk or flowers, fantastic. Very good. Very good sign. You are going for a technical interview. Wow, thank you, Shiva. You are going for a technical interview. And Somebody bringing an oil. Oh, such a bad omen. No. Shani is ruler of technology. Technical interview, oil will come. Oil is ruled by Shani. What is color of Shani?
Black. Blue.
When I was talking about Shani example, what happened?
Black won't come.
It fell down. Shani is talking, I didn't throw itself. It fell down by itself. And Shani rules a sign called Capricorn. Capricorn has a star called Shravana. Shravana means listening. This is listening device. See this? That's an equation. Linear equation 2.3.5610 alpha 63. That's the name of the formula. You want more details? Contact me later. That's my advertisement number 2. The main program going back to. So the whole universe, God is putting advertisements. The planets are putting ads. Spanda is that force which is making these omens move. These intelligent moves it is making. It is Spanda that gave an alert to on the dashboard of Kamsa. Kamsa is going to go crazy. Hey Kamsa, what an idiot you are. She's going to give birth to babies. The last one that is going to come is going to finish you off. Oh my God. Kamsa, even though he is a villain, he has the ability to listen to Spanda, that vibration. He can hear that. He has clairvoyance. Because he reached that level of listening. Let me take a small break on level of listening. Madhuji, are you saying that we cannot listen? You all can listen. We gave you radios. You didn't turn on your radio, or you are not tuning to your radio stations. Please turn on your radio. Sir, where is the radio? How does the radio work? Long back, Guruji, Radhika Prasad Maharajji, and my other Guruji, Siddheswaran Swamiji, they both were sitting. And my Param Guruji, Big Guruji said, the younger Guruji, both are great masters. He said, please meditate. I said, okay, nicely. Siddheswaran Swamiji, Siddheswaran Swamiji were sitting and meditating. After meditating some time, he opened his eyes. And how is it? Very good, I meditated. Has anything disturbed you? I said, everything is good, except I think some wedding or some music concert is going on next door. Somebody is playing flute. Radhika Prasad Maharajji said, has anyone here heard the flute? They said, no. And my Uttam Swamiji got it out. No, I heard it very clearly. It was playing for the whole time. He said, no one heard that except you. What does it mean? Guruji said, it is a flute of Krishna. You heard in meditation the flute of Krishna. Uttam Swamiji said, Guruji, I am so fortunate. Today Krishna played flute for me. He said, no, Krishna did not play flute for you. Krishna is playing that flute always. Today you tune to it. That's the difference. Krishna didn't play flute to you. Krishna is playing that flute all the time. Can you tune to that radio station? Can you fine tune your radio station? Can you first of all turn the radio? Sir, what is the problem with my radio? So much static. Your batteries are low. You are listening to ads. You are putting your radio so inside the house that the signal is bad. You have to little bit fine tune further. Your radio station is getting so much static. The static of the jobs, static of the monetary problems, static of the reputation, static of peer pressure. My God, 3 of my neighbors got Tesla already. How about me? Oh, did you see that they got gold already? They put in. I didn't buy it yet. What's wrong with you? Oh, that man got a promotion already. What a waste life I am living. Static. You want to be dynamic? You're stuck in static. Reduce the static bit. Put a good battery. Charge it. How to charge it? Spanda Karika. Let Spanda do its job. Lao Tzu said in Tao Achievement. When I quote something, don't I think more philosophically. I'm not a scholar or anything. I'm a hacker. I want to hack the cosmos and understand. Hacker is never accurate. Hacker's job is, can I hack the universe? God wrote this algorithm, I need to hack it. So I'm just hacking. So there are my quotations like that. He said, The universe is perfect. Any effort you make to make it more perfect will only make it imperfect. The universe is perfect. Any effort you make to try to make imperfect will make perfect, will only make it imperfect. Don't try to treat the God's plans, it's already perfectly working. So let God work through you. How do you let God work through you? When you're closing your eyes, if thoughts are coming, let it come. Everybody has a problem. Every meditator I know asks me only one question common. Sir, I'm meditating. Whenever I'm meditating, I have more thoughts. I'm more disturbed. I said, so be it, continue. No. Somehow everybody is programmed to think meditation is something like a coma. Meditation is you go into meditation, then you're dead, you wake up. Sorry dude, it's called sleep. No, you want some effect like that? Probably you need the help of some anesthesia or some kind of other medicines. I don't want to mention the names. No, meditation can be different. It is a fourth state of consciousness. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, and Turiya. Sometimes in deep meditation, your mind rests like deep sleep. 5 senses activate more than regular. The sounds you may hear even more clearly. The sounds you will hear even more clearly in deep meditation. So meditation is not like sleep. Sleep is different, meditation is different. Samadhi, sometimes a person in deepest samadhi can choose. He can switch. Do I want to shut down my monitor? You can shut down. Or you want to put in power save mode. It doesn't mean it's shut down. Yogis are putting in power save mode means they're still listening. Shiva is sitting, Adi Yogi is sitting there, is meditating. Doesn't mean, oh, Shiva is sleeping, I can quietly do anything. No. He's watching. He watches more when he is meditating. Narayana relaxing. Oh, Narayana is only relaxing. All the demons thought, he's very comfortable. Lakshmi is pressing his feet. He's having a small nap. We can go and destroy the universe. No, sorry, dude. When he is napping, his concentration multiplied means he shut down everything else. He's focusing and watching. Isn't it the story? Saptarshis went to Vishnu first, and he's getting services of Lakshmi. How can he answer? Then they also went to Brahma. Again, I am not a scholar. My stories all will be messed up. They went to Brahma. He's talking to his wife nicely and joking. Oh, this man is so romantically talking, and he's already addicted to his wife's conversations. And what kind of a person? We are rishis. We are fasting. We are meditating. The yugas. Our doubts. Sorry, Brahma cannot answer. Vishnu, even worst. Wife has to press his feet and he's relaxing. He's also lost. Then they went to Shiva. Shiva is an Ardhanarishwara. This guy is even worse. Half of his body he gave to him. So better half, whatever it is. So they got disappointed and they started coming to the earth. And suddenly, they get Dakshinamurti. Whatever the story is. He's there, he's just waiting there. Dakshinamurti appeared in a fraction of that second. Fraction. They looked at Dakshinamurti, all doubts clear. Dakshinamurti appeared. He is the only avatara. Avatars are many kinds, There are different avatars. If you see the different evolutions of avatars, Vamana, born and evolved, probably became like Vamana. Parshuram also born, Karika born. Narasimha is an instant avatar, for example. If you look at Narasimha, he broke the pillar, came, finished the job, went back. Instantly. I want Maggie 3 minutes, no problem. Avatar. Because you promised, in Bhagavad Gita you said, Yada 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 Chiklani Bhatavata Pitan Mother, Tadatmana Sujan. Hey, we have a problem, where are you? No, I'm breaking the pillar and coming. Don't worry, I'm back here. So Shiva also saying, okay, yeah, Vishnu coming, okay, I will also come, no problem. Dakshinamurti clarified doubts and went back. Fraction. How much time is there when they take camera, they press a flash? The flash. The moment it flashed, they saw things which they never saw before. Because it's all dark. I'm in a dark room. Suddenly there is a flash. I said, oh my God, so many of you are here. I didn't know. Suddenly, oh my God. Suddenly they realized. That flash is Dakshinamurti. There are many explanations of Dakshinamurti. Spanda Karika is about that flash. In Spanda Karika, they talk about the universe as an existence between blink of Shiva. Shiva is looking, closing and opening. Something is happening. The whole universe created and annihilated. Something like that. They're trying to talk about magnitude of things that belong to that level. Spanda Karika, understanding of Spanda Karika is almost like understanding physics. Spanda Karika is the only book. If you put this book on one side and you have yogis sitting on this side and most advanced quantum physics sitting on the other side, both talking to each other in one room. And both agreeing on everything read here. That is Spanda Karika. Can you believe that? Because when it comes to other books, you are elaborating, you are diluting. Sorry, I already know you are giving me lassi. Sorry, ma'am, I don't want lassi. I want pure water. Spanda Karika is that pure water. Spanda Karika is not understanding God as a noun, not as adjectives. 1,000 names are adjectives of God. Lalita Sahasranama is 1,000 adjectives. Understanding God as a verb. Understanding God as an objective, not subject, as an object, as a verb. Understanding God the way you never understood before is Spanda Karika. Spanda is the verb. Vibration is the verb. The beauty of vibration is, imagine this is a fan. This is vibration. It is so hot outside in India. We are poor people, we don't have AC. We have something called fan. This is nice. This is Spanda Karika. There is a center I am holding, doing like this. Such a nice Amma fresh air. See, every object is fanning, is vibrating. When there is vibration, there is movement. Things are vibrating in this universe. Particles are vibrating. Particles are vibrating. Objects are vibrating. Things are vibrating. Vibration is causing the universe to experience what it is. A certain vibration between certain frequency is called sound. Beyond it is called ultrasonics. It's vibration. Spanda Karika is saying that vibration is sure. Vibration is important. Spanda Karika is saying certain light vibrations, certain vibrations of certain particles causing infrared and ultraviolet. That is vibration. Light is nothing but vibration, frequencies. Everything measured in a frequency, Hertz next to it is electromagnetic radiation is Spanda. So everything you are seeing, any big or small objects, they have wave equations according to quantum physics. Maybe is equal to G. I am neither a scientist, nor a philosopher, nor a scholar. I am a hacker. I will learn only what I need to learn to hack the system. So I am correct. My login is my name, my password is humbleness. I will go humbly. Anywhere Guru is there, I go on my feet, I sit on the floor, I learn. I surrender myself, sorry sir, I don't know anything, can you please teach me? No problem, please teach me. That's the only way to do it. I go. So as a hacker, I understood that the whole system is an algorithm. The whole system is a program. The program is written using vibrations. Something is moving things. Something is moving things. Something is moving. For example, there is a spanda in your body called heartbeat. When Spanda Karika stops working, there is no Spanda Karika. Right? So, Spanda Karika is, anytime, let's go back to our fan, right? If you see any spanda, any fan moving, very easy example. I am fanning right now. Every time there is a spanda, there is something at the corner that is moving the vibration. That's a stand. The hand is not moving. Behind it, something is holding it. That is also Shiva. There is something that is stable. Only a stable thing can cause instability. I can shake you if I am not shaking myself. Something that is never shaking, that's always there stable. Star, Namastaraya. Tara, star is fixed. Stira, star, Stira Sanskrit word, star is an English word. Bhratu, brother. Somewhere, English and Sanskrit, so whatever all these languages should be having Latin and all some etymological roots. Wherever they are, Atma, atom, there are many things that seem common to me. But the beauty is, there is something stable that is causing things to move. That's causing the heart to beat. That's causing the universe to reflect. That's causing the consciousness. That's making fundamental particles behave the way they are. That is making the earth. And even the giant particles apparently are waves. They have their own wave equations. Bigger the object, you don't see those waves because the size of the objects. Then so many frequencies, so many particles, so much of the distance. We don't know how everything is working. In this unknown universe, in this unknown origins of this universe, we are trying to understand. And Spanda Karika says, the Spanda is a thing. A yogi, when he's sitting and meditating, he's meditating on that Spanda. Going back to my example, if you are traveling by a train, you are looking through the window. Sometimes you see flower gardens. Sometimes you see pigs rolling in dirt. Your train doesn't stop. The train is going. It will go to the destination. Mind is a factory of thoughts. You are sitting in meditation, let meditation happen. You don't have to, this is good, this is bad. Sir, whenever I am meditating, I have great experiences, I am seeing Shiva every day. Fantastic. Sir, I am seeing next day, I am seeing pig, I'm also seeing Varaha Swami. Very good. The beauty of Hinduism is you bring anything, I give you a name to it and can convince you it's divine and you go home. Sir, I am having nightmares. Bhutas are coming. Oh, very good. Vedal Bhairav is blessing you. Jao beta, koi baat nahi. Sir, I am seeing so much blood. Raktabija Vadodhyaya. You are blessed, my mother. Durga Saptasati, read it. Fantastic. Everyone is blessing you. Sir, I am scared. I am seeing skulls. No problem. Kapala Bhairava is with you. So everything I will tell you some story. And convince you. All good. You're not a very good man. Have a good day. Because it's all comes. End of the day, all of them are nothing in meditation. Let Spanda do its job. So far, I call it, whatever I spoke to you, is the prerequisite for understanding Spanda Karika. I haven't given introduction yet. I'm yet to give introduction, yet to enter the book. This is the advertisement of Spanda. So let's have small Q&A before I go into one more step and continue the series. I don't know in terms of time how I am doing with respect to time, but yeah, 6:30. Another 10 minutes. We started 5:40. We close by 6:40. So another
2 hours. Time short.
allocated. I can continue also. No problem. I can go. But I want to have a 5-minute break on the Q&A. Please, questions.
So you said about tuning into the particular frequency, just like a radio, right? So what happens is like when we are in this society with earthly responsibilities, how do we maintain that balance? Like I get distracted all the time. Here, I have to do this work. I have to go with that. I have to take care of this thing. So tuning it, is that about discipline? Or like how do we balance it? I'm so confused with these things.
Okay, I'll repeat the question because on the audio who could not hear. The question is very simple. The question is, we are in this real world. How do we balance? And how do you tune into the radio stations? We are so busy. There is so much static noise and sounds, lack of batteries, bad radios, no supply of radios. How do we get to the frequency? Is it discipline? What else? What are the ingredients of this thing? I will give you, my problem is I can't give you one answer. So I have to give you multiple answers. So let me start with one answer to make it easy. First thing is constant awareness, constant remembrance or awareness. That's the first principle. I'm repeating the words of our Guruji, Sri Radhika Prasad Maharaj. I like to quote and think of the Gurus who blessed many people, and I'm fortunate to be there. He said, if you are traveling by train, and imagine you have a suitcase full of cash. How do you travel? Suitcase full of cash. You don't go open a suitcase, oh my god, all the money is intact and keep putting it back. Then thieves will come and definitely take it from you. You put it below your seat, you put a chain also. You don't keep looking at it. You behave as if it doesn't exist. You keep looking through the window, but your leg is touching it, your hand is making sure. You are fully aware. Oh yeah, blue color suitcase. Somebody comes to put a blue color. Hey, don't put the blue color suitcase. Yeah, you want to put it? Let me adjust my blue color suitcase. Careful. Until you get down. After you get down, you already call your cousin. Hey, come to the train station, pick me up from the car. You don't want to go by auto. You don't want to come to the station by an auto or Uber. You want somebody very trustworthy to take you. Because this is so precious. If you can maintain constant remembrance of God like that, then you are close to God. Don't show off. Somebody can take it. Imagine it's so precious. Keep it within you. Keep it working within you. Spanda, Karika, vibrate it with you. Vibration is called mantra. Mananatra iti mantra. Right? So, again, my Sanskrit pronunciation all could be messed up. I'm happy. I gave you my universal answer. Now I can say any wrong thing and escape. I have to waste it. That's my third quotation. Mananatra iti mantra. I have two more lines. Two more Sanskrit.
So we'll give you some more quota.
Yes. I don't know, I have to go. It will be in my next speech. I have to buy heart and come, no? I go five.
This session is about meditation. How to do meditation or?
How to do meditation? If you want to do meditation, the answer is, I have a theory to tell you. Tell me if you can agree. We cannot meditate. Meditation happens. Exactly. How is sleep happening? Sleep happening by enabling sleep. You put a nice pillar, nice fan, turn on the light, sleep is happening. Nobody in this world can say at 5:13 13 seconds I'm going to sleep and 4:15 2 seconds I'm going to wake up. No human being can do. They can only facilitate to wake up from sleep. They have to put a damn alarm. Even then they can't be on the dark seconds. Agree? Meditation is also a natural process. Unfortunately, we are built and charged so that you don't miss it. When you pay, you will definitely do it. Also, there are some techniques, I am not disagreeing. How to facilitate meditation is what they are teaching. They are not teaching you meditation. They are letting the meditation happen in you because you have that in you. There is no guru who is meditating on your behalf. I can do puja on your behalf, but you have to do your own meditation. You have to sleep. Sir, you go and do your exam preparation. I will sleep on your behalf. You can't do it. I can't eat food on your behalf. You have to eat. Sir, Maharani ji, she is such a great woman. She can't take the pain and suffering. Can the servant deliver the baby? Sorry, sir. Servant cannot deliver the baby. Even if it is a Maharani, she has to deliver the baby. Meditation is done by you. Fourth quotation. Antarmukha samaradhya bahirmukha sudurlabha. Antarmukha samaradhya bahirmukha sudurlabha. It's in Lalita Sahasranam. It's easy. It is done internally. Outside is very difficult. It is happening within you. So in meditation, now I will tell you, that's a prologue. You drop a coin in a swimming pool, it will go to the bottom. It's natural. Gravity is designed like that. You sit in meditation. Different gurus may give you different coins. Some may give you mantra, some may tell you pranayama. What coin they are giving you depends on the school you join. Some schools have gold coins, some schools have platinum coins, some schools may be giving a plastic coin that floats, never dips. I don't know. What school is giving what currency? I don't know. Some schools are printing their own currency too, nowadays. So, all this is happening in this universe. Which school you go to any school. But the fact of the matter is, you drop a coin, it goes to the ground. You close your eyes, there is something called conscious mind, there is something called subconscious mind, there is something called collective consciousness. I am going to enter in the domain of psychology. There are two psychologists, Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud. Apparently they are contemporaries. I am a hacker, I don't know the great lines. But Sigmund Freud said, everything is happening because you are such a pervert. something, sorry. All the psychologists may forgive me who are online. Sorry, sir. So, and Sigmund, on the contrary to Sigmund Freud, I remember this Mahesh Babu movie. In that Brahmananda looks at the camera and he says, this is all in a big boss, Now I am like in a big boss, right? Like I am like Brahmananda looking at the camera, Nagarjuna Garu, all these people. Remember the joke? Today, even the event schedule, Saturday, March 1st, evening 5:40. It came from a Mahesh Babu movie, There's a movie called Guru, there's a song. We literally picked it up. We started at 5:40. Because when they can do it to Mahesh, they are fans of Mahesh. We are fans of Maheshwara. We follow Maheshwara. Maheshwara is a bigger hero than Mahesh.
I think so too.
We want Rudra. We want Shiva. He is our hero. We are waiting for him. Oh my God, what a beautiful consciousness. How beautiful and raw he is. He's a raw God. He's a raw. Just Vibhuti dare not. He's a yogi. He doesn't shower. He doesn't care. Just sits and meditates. What is he meditating upon? What is this he is trying to realize? I don't care. He himself is a God. Still he is meditating. Even Shiva is meditating. Who am I? I better meditate, man. I'm sure there is some reason he is meditating. I asked one guru who is a Gayatri Upasak, Unagatla Guru Garu, Badampur Venkaya Garu. He gave the answer. Shiva is also meditating. He is meditating on Gayatri. I said, what? Nobody said that. How do you? What? No. Are you doing Uttar Puja, Shiva Puja? I said, yes. In the Shodasopachara Puja, Yajnam Vetam Samarpayami. Are you giving Yajnam Vetam? Yes, we are giving Yajnam Vetam. Means thread ceremony is done for Shiva? Yes, sir, done. So he must be doing Gayatri daily, no? So your ordinary person can do 1,000. I do 1,000 Gayatri. How much Shiva must be doing in his day? In his timeline. So Shiva, he logically deducted Shiva is doing Gayatri. I don't know. But there is Shiva Gayatri also. But the beauty is to understand the subtleties of the beauty of the raw form. Somewhere in the God worship, you have to understand the rawness of God, the crudeness, of the beautiness, simplicity. Take away all that. Long back, there is one advisor to South Carolina State Education Advisor who is my astrology student. He is a gold medalist. Did I say the word my student? No, my friend who is a gold medalist in astrology. Ahankaram. So, he is a gold medalist. He said there is a particular, another university professor in Andhra Pradesh state who wants to be promoted, something like that. He is a vice chancellor, something else has to happen. He wants to come to you when you are visiting India. Can you perform a homam and bless the man? I usually don't do such rituals or blessings, and I don't consider I eligible for it. But this friend is very close, and they were all insisting I should do the homam. I said, okay, sure, we'll do the homam. So the vice chancellor came, the person came, and we put in a very beautiful place in Rajahmundry, and we are all sitting. I take the specialty of the, if I describe specialty of the place, that's another story. You need to give me another 2 hours. So cutting short, we are sitting and started the homam. We did avahana and all that. The vice chancellor came in he's apparently some security level, he's a VIP. Apparently all vice chancellors have some grade and all. He's in a very nice car and all that. He came and his wife also came. He brought some flowers and all, he sat down. Anytime we're doing homam, some dust is, some smoke, small particles will raise, no? They're falling on his dress. He came in a safari suit. And every time he will stop doing this. Hrim Dum Durgaya Swaha, Hrim Dum Durgaya Swaha. And my mantra already 2 swahas he missed. Out of every 5 swahas, 2 swahas missed. Then I got, my patient started telling, because every time you are calling a deity, you should be respectful of the deity. I said, sir, with due respect, I should not interrupt you. Please don't do it. If you are worried about this safari, I will buy you one. I can afford to buy you one and give you. Stitch it to your customer. Can you forget about the safari? Focus on it. So I'm so sorry, I understood it. He made it correctly himself and we finished it. But he didn't get the promotion he was looking already. So again, after a few months, he said, last time he didn't come. I said, why did you come? I said, can we do it again? I said, yeah, sure, let's do it again. But remember, doing homas won't give you promotion. Emotion and homas don't give you promotion. You have to work hard to get promotion. What then? Why is this Homa performed? To make you work hard. Why don't you work hard? I said, okay, we'll do it anyway to get you motivated. We'll do it and we got promotion. So I have a lucky in my house. So anybody who has problems, most other people when they have problems, they come to me and the problem gets solved. Because when their time is so good, they will come to me. Just one day before their or 1 month before their problem gets solved, they reach me. I will tell it like Medamutla, something chakra. Do this mantra 3 times, and then it's gets solved. Let me tell you the secret. Most of the gurus and astrologers are running on this formula. Don't tell anyone. Most of us don't know what the heck we are talking. Neither we have the power, nor we have the ability to guide you. Who can guide you? Who is a guru? Parabrahma, Mahakaleshwar is a guru. Narayana is a guru. Amma is a guru. You are me. What kind of astrologer? We are astrologers. You think astrologer knows everything? Why don't you know the lottery number? Somebody challenged me. Can you tell me what is the lottery number? Yeah, I would have bought the lottery number myself. Why would I expect $116 from you, right? So, let's say, a bit humbly, we don't know. Mahakala is planning his program. Mahakala has no execution. But with a small ability, willpower, tweaking the destiny. That's called destiny management. The destiny management can be done by some agents called Navagrahas. If you have a Nigraha of Navagraha, you can change it. But you should not forget your willpower. If you don't add willpower, it will not work. Your willpower has the ability to change destiny. Add a little bit of willpower. Add some grahas. Add the power of God or Goddess, the Chaitanya Shakti. Combine all these things together, the cosmos will start responding. Okay? Yes. Next question. Please go ahead.
It's a continuation of the first question I asked that you mentioned about the different minds. So is it something like you're going to be using one mind to control or like take over the other mind?
I mentioned consciousness, like conscious, subconscious. Yeah, I will explain the difference. So the outer layer, like a computer, let's talk in computer language. There is GUI on the monitor. And then there is server, computer, or server, whatever it is. Then there is dead on the cloud. Then you have cloud, right? So you have these 3 things, correct? There is cloud also. Agree? So you understand the difference. The GUI is all the conscious mind. You are seeing all these things. Eyes are processing and mind is receiving. It's all the GUI. Wow, what a beautiful black jacket I'm wearing. What a beautiful, oh, very nicely decorated. It's all the GUI. Oh, they have a very good car, very beautiful house. GUI. Behind GUI, subconscious, the thought process that consciousness mind is processing is coming out of some abstract level thinking. You formed words after that. I felt hungry. I found words to say I am hungry. If I speak in Telugu, I will say Mahakaleshwar. मुझे भूख लग रहा है. In some other language, in some way. That expression is coming into the conscious mind. But at subconscious, it's just a feeling. The feeling is the subconscious. Conscious is the expression. Subconscious is the feeling that has not come to the language yet. Apparently, according to Carl Jung and many philosophers and many people of these things, there is something called a collective consciousness. When you go deep into this conscious well or the deep realms of this thing, you go deep under Mukha Samaradhya, Vahimukha Sudurlabha, the 4th quotation I gave, repeating the same because I know I have only one more left. So you go deep into that. What is happening there is your thoughts going to subconscious. We are on the cloud already. Everyone is a member of the Amazon services. We all are on the cloud. But it's a co-tenancy. I can't access yours, you can't access yours. But we are all on the cloud already. That cloud of collective consciousness, the whole universe is going there. Some people can hack the cloud and access other people's places. That's called thought reading. And if you can see, if you can hack into time and space continuum, it's called knowing the future or Kalagyan. That's why are you following so far? I went so far away from Spanda Karika. Because to get to the realm of Spanda Karika, so much practice is required. For me, not for you. I'm doing all this to avoid Spanda Karika and bullshit and tell whatever the things I can tell and convince you that I know Spanda Karika. I'll prepare next time and come. I can manage like this another half an hour because I prepared enough content. My notes is still there. So keep asking questions.
We won't let you go until you talk about it.
That's why I have the book with me. There is an open book exam. I can open any page and explain the Spanda Karika, no? Yes, next questions, please. Amma, any questions from that? Any questions, anybody? Karika, any questions? Yes.
So, see, one of the concepts, scientifically speaking, of the omnipresence, just like you talked about the molecular structure, the atoms and subatomic particles, every possible thing in the realm of our physical understanding is made of these particles.
Correct.
Everything is based on the fact that there's some vibration in it, and there's a unit particle and there's something going around the vibration. So that is the basic fabric. That's something where the sun energy is constantly keeping it alive. Even it's animate or inanimate, everything is constantly threaded by the single unified thing, which is the subatomic particles. As far as we know, maybe there's something more smaller. We don't know. So what is actually creating that fabric? Is that Shiva Tattva? What is that?
The problem is if I say it is Shiva Tattva or Narayana Tattva, again I am going into the paradigm of naming. Now, can we avoid the nouns? That's what Spanda Karika is about. It's moving, it's an action. There is one action fundamentally that is happening across the universe is vibration. That vibration at subtlest levels is causing frequency and life experience. That Spanda Karika tries to be as scientific and as close to physics as possible. Almost when you understand Spanda Karika, it's like you are entering a science class. The last time Spanda Karika discussions came were a fantastic event in Calcutta. Before COVID, there is a conference called Consciousness, Quantum Physics and Consciousness Conference. Amit Goswami and everybody were there in Calcutta. It's a 3-day conference attended by 70 yogis, proper in saffron robes, and about 100 scientists and IIT students. And Chief Minister attended a 3-day conference. And I was fortunate, I was a speaker there. My talk was appreciated as they call it the most entertaining talk of the conference. So most entertaining talk, because I was able to entertain everybody using the principles of both astrology, spirituality, and consciousness. All of them together I was able to do. But the beauty is in such conferences, the common theme is still particles at fundamental level have an awareness. I do not know, at least my only source is Google, I do not know. Entanglement, if we take entanglement, before I come to Parabrahma Chaitanya, I'm naming that. One simple process if I take, already our logic and ending. If two particles, apparently again I am not a scientist, I am a hacker, reminder, disclaimer, two particles has ended at the same time and you take one particle to the other side of the other end of the universe, very far, you do certain activities on this particle, the other one is also reacting the same way without touching it. This particular thing is called entanglement. We don't know how these two particles are talking to each other. So is distance an illusion? Is this a hologram? This is the biggest question we are yet to answer. We don't have answer. I don't know whether if somebody found an answer. The whole distance concept, is it an illusion? It's not an illusion. I can feed. I can see from my home I'm driving. I spent money on my gas and all that. But still, there's a way they were explaining that. We don't know which part of is illusion, which part of is creation, who did it. But there is one problem, answering your question. There is one part of it, they say. There's somewhere I read, it's a beautiful analogy. If you go to a garden, you see a rock. Where did this rock come from? Probably this rock has been there forever. This rock has been millions of years. This is just a rock. It's been here. If you see a mountain, you can say probably this mountain is there also millions of years. But you found a clock, alarm clock in a garden. Oh, this clock must be there for millions of years. You can't say it. If there is a clock, Oh, that's bizarre. There's a clockmaker. Before me, somebody came to this garden, they kept the clock or they lost the clock. The universe is the biggest clock. In every atom, there is a clock. In the cycles of the planets, there is a clock. Solar system clock, galaxy clock, velocity of light clock, 3 to 10 to the power of 10, whatever it is. So all these things are clocks. When there are clocks, there are clockmakers. The clockmaker we call in Sanskrit Mahakal, and that's why the temple we are. So there is a clockmaker, means there is God. But you don't believe in Shiva. There are some cults who don't believe, oh, Shiva doesn't give Vishnu. No problem. Call him Vishnu. Kalosmiham. My final quotation. In Bhagavad Gita, I am time. No problem calling Krishna. वो भी काल है, वो भी काल है, कोई बात नहीं, नारायण बोला तो भी यार, तो महाकाली बोलो तो क्या? This time, there's some consciousness running this show. There's somebody who intelligently programmed this. Spanda Karika says that this is an intelligent program. There is a programmer, there is a system. Those who meditate on the system is reaching the higher levels. Realizing this whole thing is a drama. It's a very inspiring philosophy. It is not Spanda Karika. The purpose of Spanda Karika is make you see, stop worrying about smaller things. Can you please take it the big picture? Don't worry about, your shoes are so old. Don't worry about it. Your bank balance is low. Don't worry about it. It's okay. There's no bank. There's no balance. All banks shut down one day. All balances become zero one day. It's okay. You are given this beautiful vibration. You are Shiva. And start working on it. The reason is this is said, which century this is written on? 800 to 850 AD this is written, Spanda Karika. That old, they realized this. This is same what modern physics is saying. They said at this time. Means it is not revealed through certain process, it is revealed through some yogic meditations. They realized it. They say Bharadwaja wrote Vaimana Shastra. They don't know this. So, lot of rishis, it is a common thing to say, we already Indians knew this. Anything they discover, we cheat the rest of the world. We already knew this. No problem. Simple. We say, our rishis are being invented. So, we don't know how far this goes. Doesn't matter. Let's keep continuing to claim our supremacy on the intellect, and we can continue. Buddha, of course, we gave Buddha. What an enormous, what a great psychological and thought process treatises Buddha created. Even his followers like Bodhidharma took Dhyan. Dhyan is called Chan. Then it's called Jen. Jen is the rule. Jen came from the word Dhyan and went to Japan and followed. And Jen is so evolved now. It came from the thought process of Buddha. How wonderful these things are. Happily, all these things are created. Making sure you are not depressed. Making sure you get up in the morning. I'm going to give amazing things in life. That is a Spanda. Spanda Karika means having this enthusiasm, Chaitanya towards life. I'm going to make a remarkable difference. Kattam chakra gadesh chapa paridham shulam kusundi senkam sandatim karaishchanayam sarvanga bhushavatam yam hantum madakaita bhojara muskashtav sukte haro leelaspat jyotimasya paradasakam sevi Mahakaleshwar. That primordial power called Kali, she is just weaving this universe. Otam yena jagat characharamidam protam cha sarvam jyotishmapam jyotakam. Like a weaver, string by string, he is putting together different color strings. Then once he finishes the weaving, when you see individual thread, you don't know. But when you see the cloth, you see the designs and patterns. The creator of these patterns and designs know what each string is doing, what each light is doing, what each minute is doing, what each hour is doing, what each event horizon is creating into the cosmic consciousness of space and time dimensions that are penetrated through this universe to multiple lifetimes through Ravichandra Kujarama Gulseni Bodhaketa Sukras, manifested at different experiences, experienced through the lens of your eyes, retinas, processed, going into your brain as neurons firing and neurons firing, converting themselves into thought processes, deposited, coming into it, the whole thing happening through a DNA process. Your DNA is already programmed, you get diseases, you try to fight the diseases, and you realize you can't fight the diseases, you have to run every day, you go to the gym, you do all this, and you realize still you have a health problem, you get the medicines, and you continue. By the time you continue, you find find the solution, hand is up, you are ready for the next flight. Simple. How beautiful is it? We know nothing. Spanda Karika says, it's beautiful. Like so much groundwork has been done for you to bring this Chaitanya to you. Shiva, omnipresent, is created. He is vibrating at every cell of you, every corner of this universe for you to experience this. It's a very customized solution. We made masala dosa exactly the way you want. We fried it, we cut onion, we put chilies. Everything masala kurma served in front of you. Why, my friend, not eating? It's getting cold. Why are you looking sideways? Why are you not happy? You want coffee, we give you. You want puri? हम देंगे पूरी, पूरी तरफ से. जी पूरी जगन्नाथ जी बना रहे हैं आपको ये. पूरी जिंदगी है आपके पास. पूरी कर लो आपका इच्छा. पूर्ण मत रहना. पूर्ण. That's what Spanda Karika is saying. Next question. Yes, sir.
If you look at Indian spirituality, like Vedanta, right? You compare that with Kashmir Shaivism, right? I can quote. I mean, we can quote what Shankaracharya said for Vedanta, like Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, right? Only Brahma is the truth. Everything else is Mithya, illusion, right? Whereas the fundamental thing on Kashmir Shaivism is Chaitanya Mahatma, right? Consciousness. The Atma is consciousness, right? Whereas the Vedanta goes as Atma, everything else is Mithya, right? There's a beauty in Kashmir Shaivism that everything is, consciousness is not Mithya, it is divine, right? But Shankaracharya said Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. How do we reconcile these two?
I will, sir, your good name?
Ravi.
Raviji. Raviji asked a question, I will repeat for the benefit of those who are online. He asked a question. There are two different philosophies if you take. If you take the philosophy of Shankaracharya, and it is dependent on Advaita philosophy, where Atma is, of course, there is also Atma is very important. In Kashmir Shaivism, it is about consciousness. How do we reconcile these two thought processes? I see one common thread, even while summarizing your question. Advaita is there is only one consciousness. And Kashmir Shaivism is saying consciousness is important.
Yeah.
So both are same thing. Kashmir Shaivism is saying Shankara is everything. Shankaracharya is Shankara himself is important. So Shankara, matching now A is equal to B, B is equal to C, A is equal to C. Done, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah, no, Advaita,
I know I cheated.
No,
You will not answer.
I mean, Advaita more of a reductionist thing, right? Not this, subtraction, subtract.
The final point they go is the Spanda.
Yeah, but
The Spanda Karika.
right. It accepts everything.
It accepts everything.
everything.
So my actual answer is, even though I tried to do all this, I know some friends who went to convent school. I know some friends who went to government school. They both studied. I see the convent school students also becoming CEOs, government students. Either way, it's the same education. Different discipline and betterment you see in some schools, there are pros and cons also. End of the day, my saying is, all schools are built to give knowledge. Nahi jnanena sadrisam pavitranam vidyate, the fifth quotation. There is nothing more sacred than knowledge. Where you go, doesn't matter. It's Muhammad Ali who said, today is, I think, Ramadan beginning day today. Congratulations, happy Ramadan. Today is Ramakrishna Paramahansa birthday also. Happy birthday to Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Today is also Saturday 1st, March 1st, evening 5:40, we started. So, there are different things that are happening. It does not matter. Muhammad Ali said, it does not matter where the water is coming from, as long as it's pure. If the water you are getting is impure, probably the source is also impure. It does not matter which religious specific source you are deriving knowledge from. If it is making you a better person, it's making you understand life better, Jyoti se Jyoti se Jyoti. If you can light that candle of every person around you and make 1,000 people smile in a year, you have accomplished your life. Everything else is intellectual. All the intellectual gimmicks we talk, end of the day, if it does not translate into something realistic. There's a movie, Rudraveena, in Telugu, you ever know, in that చుట్టుపక్కల చూడరా చిన్నవాడ చుక్కల్లో చూపు చిక్కుకున్నవాడ. So if you are stuck in stars, if you don't look around, if you don't make a transformation, like Vivekananda said, praise Ramakrishna Paramahansa birthday, even that great Ramakrishna Paramahansa, who is so close to Kali, built Vivekananda. So that who preaches what? Take care of those who need. So Kali wants indirectly, please take care of those who need things. Through this imperfection, I am not teaching anything that I practice. I am sharing this which I want to achieve. Like I said, if something is blue in color, it absorbs all the colors of the spectrum except the blue, so it's blue. I am speaking all this because I haven't processed this yet. I am working on this. I am a work in progress. I am a project in making, working hard. Yes. Next question. Coming back to understanding of the universe, all understandings, you take any philosophies and all that, you club them, you start seeing one Brahma Chaitanya moving the objects, making things happen. Anything, they start responding back to you. Any name you go, start responding. I went to Cancun, very old church. I went there. We went for holiday, then we went to downtown and there's a church and we went and sat there. I did my Durga mantra. It's in church, very peaceful. I did Durga mantra. God, if you are here, please show me a sign in this church. Jesus, you are listening to me. Then I was meditating. Somebody opened. One nun came, gave me a rosary. I thought they're distributing rosaries around. Nobody got it. A beautiful red color rosary with a sterling silver cross on it. I got tears. I said, thank you, Jesus. If I am a true Hindu, I have no problem understanding any other religion. A Hindu is a true any religion in this world. Apologize if anybody politically I am hurting. I am only sharing to Hindus, I am sharing the greatness of the Hinduism. I am only sharing the greatness of every religion in this world. I felt so honored. I said, thank you, the gods and angels in this church are blessing me. Then I went to Vatican. I had a meeting in Rome. I went to Rome. I had a small window, went to Vatican. As a joke, I went to the reception and I asked them, can I meet Pope? He said, yeah, sure, take a ticket. Door number 26 there, they're giving tickets. He will see you in 3 hours. What? I said, yeah. He sees limited number of people with his cardinals, whatever it is. I took a coupon, sat there, and when they were singing in Latin, he came with his cardinals. At this distance, Pope, his health is not good. I saw in the news St. Francis. I pray for him. He's there in front of me. I meditated due to jet lag. I was dozing off. My apologies, the person next day was sitting in front of me. What's wrong with you, So the jet lag was so bad. Then I woke up. I said, oh, sorry, I was meditating. I lied to them. But I saw. Then I understood. Thank you to the angels. So, if I am good enough, if I can be good, I am not, please remove this ego. If I can be good in one thing, I can connect to God from anywhere. God is a Wi-Fi. If my connection of the Wi-Fi is good, I'll get Wi-Fi on my mobile anywhere. See, this was, you see, Jata, you can hear that? You can hear it anywhere. He's doing Tandavam everywhere. He's constantly responding. He's picking calls. He's available on the SMS. Spiritual messaging system. Connect to me. That Wi-Fi is called Ratamara. Please connect to me. Keep checking your Snapchats. Keep answering WhatsApp calls. Have face-to-face time. Face life. Life is meant for facing. Don't get stuck. Make it wonderful. Change your outlook. Have one-on-one with God. Enjoy the teamwork. I'm going to that meeting. Next question.
Well, I have so let's, for example, we dissect the cosmos. We understand the cosmic creation. we have a communication with Shiva. At the end of all of this process, what is our objective?
That's the objective. So, question of Sri Ram Garu is, we are connecting to God, we do practice, we say we connect to God, and all these things happen. What is the objective? It's almost close to a question called, what is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to understand the purpose of life. One day, I'm standing in front of an ant. This ant asked me. The ant suddenly could actually speak. And the ant said, hey, there is one more question. 2 questions on YouTube channel on Spanda. Kindly explain. Apparently on YouTube channel there are some questions. Please check it and we'll answer. Okay? So I'll answer this question. So the ant asked me a question. What is the purpose of life? I asked ant, what do you do? I eat this sugar little bit. I walk there on the wall. This 2-dimensional wall. Then I go home. I mix with other ants. Then what do? We have an ant club. We have ant colony. And some of the ants are bosses. I am one of the servant ant. I want promotion. Then what happens? So ant is asking, what's the purpose of life? I don't want to disappoint an ant. Ant, you're so great. Because you are doing all these sweets and all that, so other insects don't come. Your service, you are an example, you are a role model. This human beings going and asking God, what's the purpose of life? What is the purpose of life? God does not want to speak. You know what? No. You have a purpose. There's a great purpose. There is indeed purpose, but you have to understand the purpose I define is within this box called earth. You are not Superman, you are going to God say, Ravi Garu, we need your help. Can you please fix the next galaxy? There's a small distance, these 2 stars colliding. Move them by a little bit. How much distance? 500 light years apart. We can do that. So, we have to understand that magnitude and size of things. Sometimes there's a sizing problem. We overrate ourselves. Somebody said, what is the best management principle you ever came across? Somebody in a radio interview asked me. I said, understanding how important you are and understanding how unimportant you are. Understanding how important you are at one place, understanding how unimportant you are at another place. When my CEO and my boss talking, I am in the same room. I said, hold on boss, let me finish this conversation with CEO. Next day, the same thing. Madhu, can you explain this? No, you only explain. I am supposed to be important, acting unimportant. Exactly knowing your importance is purpose of life. You have a family, you have to take care of your children. Oh, your children, my dear husband, you make upma, I am in tapas, I am talking to Shiva morning and evening. There is a guy in the temple, Mahakaleshwar temple, Spanda Karika is very important. I am reading Spanda Karika. You better respond to all the local calls. I am doing this, I am on this international direct contact satellite connection over my Sahasrara to Shiva. I am going to, sorry, you are not going to get moksha tomorrow morning. No, I never met anyone, at least in my lifetime, who got moksha. Because if they couldn't get moksha, they don't meet me. I never met anyone. If you met anyone who got moksha, I want to meet them also. I haven't met even a girl named Moksha. I am sure there's some. There's moksha jewelers or something like that, right? So, we don't know. Moksha is amazing. Thank you very much. But we don't need it tomorrow morning. So, take care of your basic responsibilities. That's what I understand from my life. Whether I practice or not, different. Basically, take care of the ground realities. And then you go to the next level. Ground is set. Ground is so messed up, you cannot focus. You solve it. At the same time, you cannot solve it. If you can solve everything, you are not human. Solve by 40-30%. Focus a little bit. Focus here. Focus there. Play this down. That is Spanda Karika. Vibrations. Next question online, Sri Ram Garu.
Looking for it. Okay. You can share to see how to access it.
Usually, India lo land in 10 days లోపల కంపల్సరీ పోయింది.
Particle intelligence. Distance is lesser in right? So, can the size be an illusion?
Yeah, if distance is an illusion, size is a dimension of size and distance are same. The shortest distance is called size. So that also can be illusion. I don't know. Yeah. It's easy. It could be easy. I totally agree. There are people who have done it. There are people who have done it. Called Vamana in Puranas. How they fixing galaxies. Dhruva became a star. I'm sure. Look at distances. It's an interesting paradigm. I don't know. I really don't know how to even describe it. Usually, I don't want to quote Puranas for two reasons. One is it is Purana. मुझे चाहिए आज क्या हो रहा है. That's one problem. Second is I don't know Puranas. I'm a hacker, not a scholar. So I don't want to misquote and use my reputation. So I don't know Purana. Next question.
Okay, the question. This is Srivatsa again. Question. As you said, Spanda is a vibration. How to connect that to our chakras? And how to feel the Spanda happening within us in meditation?
Very nice. So the question is how to experience the Spanda, how to experience Spanda within us. In a Spanda Karika. There are many, when the Spanda Karika is talking about in the Kashmir Shaivism, about the vibration that is omnipresent in everything. There are other vibrations could be caused by Spanda, by the same source as Spanda Karika, but let's not connect these two. Let's put these two things together. Kundalini vibration is a form of vibration, also created by Spanda Karika. Let us not understanding and confuse that subject. They are two different things. When it comes to Kundalini as a topic, then the vibration at Muladhara different, Ajna Chakra different. When the Kundalini, any energy flowing can cause vibration. So is Kundalini. So I don't want to specialize it. If you take a small string, a Veena string, you vibrate it, it's vibrating. When energy is flowing, a source is moving it, vibration is caused. If the vibration is certain frequency, sound is coming. Same way, a certain energy flowing through you, Kundalini is vibrating. Certain energy happens, Kundalini reaches a point. Both are identical. Let me not give special preference to Kundalini vibration versus rest of them. And the context of Spanda Karika. Spanda Karika is a macro game of vibrations. Kundalini is a micro game of vibrations in an ordinary, simple, crawling creatures on earth called human beings. I'm so sorry. I'm not discriminating. You have to understand the scale of propagations. What Spanda Karika tried to do, if I bring Spanda Karika discussion to human beings, in the beginning introduction itself, I may reduce what they're trying to say. Not that I'm not saying it's not written for human beings, but understand the grandeur probably of that. Again, I apologize to those on the online. If this recording some future generation listens, I am no authority on Spanda Karika. Kindly, if this YouTube video ever goes on YouTube, don't watch this. Disclaimer. This is performed by non-professionals. Watch other videos. You get better knowledge. I'm telling you in advance. Because my understanding of Spanda Karika is Spanda happening at cosmic level. To me, cosmic level is trillion light years away. Also Spanda happening. Is Kundalini vibration is happening after 1 light year? No. Not even outside. Probably when we go to know. So, how can I talk about this Spanda with that Spanda? They're two different things. There's, that's a problem. There is Sudarshan Chakra. And there is a chakra that we eat. There's a difference. They are not same. Same name, their vibrations, they are different. Let's not confuse. Human vibrations, thank you very much. Good, caused by Spanda Karika. When atomic vibration itself is caused by Spanda Karika, why not Kundalini vibration? But don't think Kundalini vibration is the greatest. No. Spanda Karika is talking about vibration at the level of Shiva. How Shiva is becoming omnipresent and causing these things. When a yogi, if you go to other chapters of Spanda Karika, it will come to human level. When a yogi is meditating on these vibrations in certain ways, certain these things, he is reaching a higher state. They will come to that. But don't start with that. Understand the Chaitanya's play. Understanding play. Object play. Objective play. Subjective play. Game play. Time play. Science, space play. Play of the roles. Play of the time. Emotions. planetary influences, so many things. Understand them first. Brahmanda, Vyapta, Pavel, that kind of slokas. Always in the stotras, they talk about gigantic, grand things they are talking about. Try to understand them. Because when you do sadhana and intense sadhana, Swami Sivananda from Rishikesh said, if your Swamiji said, if you meditate, after some time, you start seeing giant Krishna. Don't hallucinate, be careful, because spiritual field is full of hallucinations. Don't hallucinate. It appears, what a beautiful hallucination. Ignore it. It will come. Ignore it, it will come. Ignore it, it will come. If something is coming despite your ignorances, smile at it. Probably it will happen. A man, a person, a woman who can ignore spiritual accomplishments can travel more. If you get down the train, oh, sir, I am going from Rajahmundry to Delhi. In Vijayawada train station, I saw chili bhaji. I got down. Sorry, the train already left. The train won't stop because you wanted chili bhaji. Robert Frost said, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. That's a poem. The horse stops, and the Robert Frost, the poet, is asking, hey, we have miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. We have miles to go before I sleep. You have a long way to go. Don't get attracted to small advertisements. Don't fall for chili bhajis. You have a purpose. Bhuji. Don't get stuck with the bhaji. Next question.
Srivats had one more, but I think, what is the difference between Ritambara and Spanda?
The question is, what's the difference between Ritambara and Spanda? I don't know what is Ritambara. It's the first time I'm hearing. Well, let me explain it to you. Alright. Spanda is a verb. Ritambara is an operating system and power. This is the difference. Let me give you nearest example. So, yeah, please. So, the difference is this. Spanda is a vibration. Ritambara is the operating system. Spanda is a keyboard strokes for a computer program, your inputs, for example. Ritambara is Windows. On an iPhone, iOS is Ritambara. Your messaging apps is Spanda. Probably charging system is Spanda. So that's the difference. Both work on the same domain called the universe. The large playground is Ritambara. That playground empowers itself and triggers itself into certain individuals and yogis to be able to open Ritambara Prajna, the higher level skill. Then it becomes third eye open. Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rudra Grandhi Vibhedini. The Ajna Chakra gets opened by that. At a human scale, Ritambara can be experienced at a human scale. Spanda can be experienced at a human scale. But Ritambara is the planning program that God's laid down for entire creation and different lokas. Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Surloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. Bhulokas probably have a program running. That program is happening at Ritambara. The communications are happening at Ritambara. For yogis, the Ajna Chakra activations and all that are Ritambara Prajna. The different things. Spanda is the actual physical movement. Ritambara is a knowledge aspect. AI is Ritambara. Hardware, movement of the hardware, networking, cabling, PCI connections is all coming into Spanda Karika. Spanda Karika is actually pushing the payloads across fiber optic network. It is sending the packets to other Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is Ritambara. Signals are sent by Spanda Karika. This whole system, the architect is the God Parabrahma who is architecting all this. So DevOps is running. All these things we can talk about. You understand? Next question. Probably we have a few more questions here. I'm very honored Kunal Ganzawalaji online and listening. I didn't cut the call. Gayatri ji and Kunal ji, thank you so much for listening. Yeah, next question.
So, same question, now Spanda Karika. Ritambara is it limited into some level of a cosmic creation? Part of it really encovers everything possible.
The question is Ritambara limited to creation? And is it everywhere? First of all, I am disqualified to answer the question. I am a villager who never crossed my village called Lankapalli in Khammam district of Andhra Pradesh. You are asking me how does Australia look? So first of all, I am disqualified. So let me disqualify myself completely. If I do not know the boundaries of Ranthambore, because a water drop in an ocean cannot tell the design of the waves. Hindu Sindhu Vandu Chindu Bindu Koti Andaram Mananiya Vasudha Kanna Bandhu Koti Andaram Hindu Sindhu Vandu Chindu Bindu Koti Andaram Sheta Sudhansu Pravaha Prapullita Seratrajanikide Apanam. This is a song, suddenly I remembered, written by Sirvenala. It's not put in a movie. We were sitting with him in one day, Sitaram Sastri, a great Telugu poet. He said, Hindu Sindhu Vandu Chindu Bindu Koti Antaram. There is Hindu Mahasamudram, ocean, Hindu Mahasamudram. We are all drops in the Hindu Mahasamudram, and we are blessed to be part of this human ocean. We are just droplets. No single drop. I asked him, Sirunalagar, what do you mean by this? He said, Madhu, can one drop in a wave say, hey, I am not part of you, I am going away? You can't do that. When a wave comes, all drops have to stick together. If there is an earthquake, everybody gets affected. If there is rain, everybody is enjoying. You are part of this system or creation. You can't separate yourself. You are not isolated. I want to comment about one day, there was a comment about depression by Guruji. Madhu, I am trying to understand this word called depression. I said, what is that? People get depressed all the time, sir. I get depressed, people, I am sure people get depressed. I said, no. Can you try to visualize this thing? He said, there is a thing called earth. There are probably billions of people. And let's say 100 million people at a time are depressed. 100 million people together at the same time feeling lonely, sitting with 100 million minus 1 people. How is it possible? How anybody is alone? Is it even possible to be alone? If you are alone, I want to be alone in Devi Chowk. People come wake me, why are you sitting here? You go sit in a jungle, trees are there, forest department. You can never be alone. In a city, it's always somebody disturbing you, requiring you. There is nothing called loneliness. It's an illusion. One person can't be depressed. You can't be depressed. What is it to be depressed? Come on, let's make a difference. The life has a purpose to make a humongous difference. Let's make this whole universe vibrate. Aindriyam Jagradagramula Padavim Airammadavahanam Antastantrikamama Dakshapada Hrinkaram Jyotirmandala Chakrikapyatikaram Omkara Ghanta Patim Vande Vasyamukhim Mahakavisaktim Mantradi Devishwarim. That one omnipresent consciousness that is actually being part of the ecliptic and part of every galaxy and stars that is actually moving in creative cosmic consciousness through mantras and tantras and making all the desires happen to the spiritual evolution. The cosmic consciousness is ever, always, everlasting there and taking care of you. That's 1/10 of the meaning of the sloka. Rest of it I don't know. I don't know Sanskrit. I don't care about it. That's it. Next question, last question. A last question. I'm last. Last question. Blink. Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about a blink. Blink. Let me start answer to blink somewhere else. In reality, theory everybody gives blink. There's a person I know. Today he is third person. So there is a person I know, he was doing a lot of sadhana. Very intense sadhana, hours and hours. 8 hours a day he was doing in Rajmundry. After some time, he was focusing and focusing. Again, don't repeat this experiment at home. Disclaimer, it is performed by professionals on a very scary roads and turnings and places. He performed. After some time, he realized he don't drink that often. Because he is able to focus on the third eye. If you do it, you get migraines. Don't try it. It should be done under the supervision of a grandmaster. So, he focuses on it, and while he is focusing on it, he doesn't blink. His friends warn him, hey, I'm noticing you. You haven't blinked in the last 5 minutes. Oh, is it? And he started thinking. And whenever he's talking to everybody, he could continuously observe a sensation of something rotating. I said, he's getting very 24 hours, this is happening. Probably I'm getting mental. He went to a doctor. The doctor said, probably this can be due to BP. They checked the BP is okay. Then he went further. More scary things started happening. So it is shifted from here to the center of the head. It was as if somebody put a finger through the head and started writing on the tongue. He said, man, this is even more scary. This is ridiculous. He stopped the sadhana. And that's good. Then it went there. So doing extremely high levels of sadhana can cause some powers also, some hallucinations also. We don't know. These things should not be done haphazardly. I don't even know what question I'm asking. Blink. So, when you blink, gods don't blink. This blink thing came because we blink and gods don't. That's why gods are called Nilimpa. The Nilimpa, apparently, scholars say that Nilimpa means not big. They don't aim Nilimpa Saki, Kanyam Sureswara. Even there are some slokas also, some poems also. Nilimpa, the tree of the gods, Kalpoksha. So, blinking. It's about blinking. So at certain state, you don't blink that often. Yogis find a way, especially not closing totally eyes, but partially keeping like that without blinking and meditate long time. Some people do that. In Zen meditation, I went to a workshop in Brazil, near São Paulo. Last year around this time I was there in a Zen meditation center. They don't close eyes fully. Just half a little bit. If you close eyes fully, you may fall asleep, right? So not blinking comes from it. But in Spanda Karika, between the blinks of the Shiva, universe is created and annihilated. First of all, Shiva doesn't. It's a figurative speech. The whole creation they are trying to say is an illusion. In between the blinks, something is happening. In between the blinks of the three eyes of Shiva, so much is happening. Understanding the blink. Can you imagine Shiva blinking and opening? How beautiful that is. Meditate and try to understand that. That will give you understanding of the cosmic creation. Will I explain? Willing pass, blinks, activation of the third eye, the story of the blinks, how blinks happen, and finally, there is a story someone told me in Delhi. I will close today with that story. The story is, one man wanted to achieve higher levels of spirituality. He went to a guru. Guruji, please give me a mantra. Guruji said, no, wait. No, please give me a mantra. What do you want to do mantra for? I want to see God. Give me a mantra. Give me a mantra. He gave a mantra. This is a Tamilian story. Something like that. I heard the story nicely. I don't know. They said, come here and go away. They gave that as a mantra. So the person was sitting and doing the mantra continuously. He believed in the Guru. He was doing continuously, lost in that. After some time, the Guru remembered that person. What is he doing? He went to see the person. The guy is sitting there. Whenever he's saying, come here, all the trees, stones and everything is coming closer. He's saying, go away. The whole universe is going away. Everything around me. That is the power of faith. End of the day, if God exists, He is in you. If God exists, it is you. Sivoham. If God exists, He is for you. If God exists, He is none other than you. If God exists, the purpose is you. You are trying to search God without thinking and self-respecting. Respect yourself. Give yourself respect. If somebody is humiliating you, insulting you, have enough patience to take it, but don't have so much patience you take it. Speak up. Tell them, I have a humble request. I can take all this you are saying, but there is Shiva in me. Shiva is getting offended. Rudra is waking up. I may slap you. Sorry, my friend. Spanda Karika. I am getting spandas. These vibrations. Respond to me. When I respond, I don't know Rudra will wake up or please. Or Veerabhadra will wake up. It's all creation. Please, this is the Spanda Karika. Nature is planning. So, we don't please absolutely no. This is unlimited. This Spanda Karika is about unlimitedness. Why you are limiting? Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam. It's all Spanda happening everywhere, unlimited, be unlimited. So this unlimitedness, let it work with us. Let us realize the potential we have. What have I made? Every given time they say me, you can't do it. I joined a music teacher, mandolin teacher. I looked for a mandolin teacher and I started playing. The mandolin teacher said, are you getting some shoulder pain? I said, no. Oh, after 45, 50, if you are learning mandolin, sometimes you get a shoulder pain. It's okay. When you have shoulder pain, let me know. It is normal after 45. I said, okay. Next day, go to the class. See, you are playing slow. It is normal in old age when you learn. I said, what the hell? I want to learn music. Sir, how long do you think I will take to finish this solace for us? No, people take some. At this age, it may take longer. Then I realized the teacher wants more classes. So with the more classes, I give more fee. And with more free, I will never be free. And with due respect. I said, no, I have to find a different guru. Then I found a different guru who is not money-minded. This guru went on a 24-hour class. I was his guru, he was my guru. I teach him spirituality, mantra shastra, he will teach me Mandarin. Anytime I wake up, finish the previous day lesson, he will start with the next lesson. 3 to 4 minute classes. In 6 months, I reached somewhere where I could hold the mandolin and at least show off. At 50, why do you want to learn mandolin? What kind of concept is it? What stupid thing? I just want to feel good about myself and he helped me achieve it. Gods are also very kind. I was in a Shiva Baba temple in Spanda. I was learning guitar. I was playing, my kids were having classes, robot classes. I told Baba, one day in front of you, I want to play guitar and feel good. In the same hall I want to play. And suddenly, some people came, bhajan group came. Sir, in bhajan we don't have anybody guitar, can you join us? Same day, within few minutes. They said, what are you thinking? I'm learning C, D, E, I don't know yet. I said, doesn't matter. A kid is sitting next to you. He is playing keyboard. Look what notes he is playing, you play the same on guitar. I didn't want to tell them, I don't even know on keyboard. What notes he is playing? I said, okay. I joined, I was on the stage in front of Baba. Bhajan started. And I was playing. The program I call it Madhu Unplugged. Because it's an electric guitar. I unplugged the wire to the amplifier. Except me and Baba, no one heard me play my guitar, thankfully. But I played in front of hundreds of people. Wow, Madhu Babu, you are not only a spiritual person and astrologer, you are also a musician. I said, Baba is a musician, I can be a musician. He gave me a concert where only I heard, he heard, Antarmukha Samaradhya, Bahimukha Sudhava. If I tell outside, no one can tolerate it. So gods have a way of fulfilling your wishes, all because of Spanda Karika. Have proper Spanda, he will fulfill for you. Okay? Jai Guru. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody online. I apologize for any mistakes. This is the introduction to the introduction to the introduction of Spanda Karika. Let's go layer by layer. This is what I know. I'm yet to know Spanda Karika. So let's reach there. Thank you. I want Ishwar to speak about Shiva Tattva. Please invite. Thank you.
Namaste everyone. So it's a very big ask for a very small group.
That's okay. I brought you. It's okay.
Perfect. For a very small person like me. So I'm Ishwar. I'm a everyday normal Joe, like everyone else, with very routine problems, like parents scolding occasionally, some relationship issues, some the pull and push of the everyday life. So my pursuit has been, how can I get over this push and pull of this life? So and that's where my journey started and the question started. How can I get over the samsaric jhanjat? So the very everyday push and pull of life. So I started reading a little bit. So then I learned that everyday push and pull comes because you feel that you lack something. So you fight with your spouse because he's not giving you something, or you're not happy with your manager because he's not giving you something. So everything, every single problem or emotion comes within you because you feel like you lack something, some insecurity. Now what is the solution for this? To have everything. Then how do I have everything? And as I kept reading, you should become that person, or you should emulate that person who has everything. Now who is that person who has everything? Then the answer which Vedanta gives, or Shiva Sutras, or whatever other scriptures which I came across gave, is you become Shiva. So because he is that one person who has everything in this universe. Now the question is, who is Shiva and how do I become this? And I came across this line, Brahmavid Brahmaya Bhavati. You just know about Shiva, you become Shiva. You know about Brahma, about the Parabrahma, you become that Parabrahma. Now the question is, who is this Shiva, or who is this what is this Parabrahma? That so that I can just know about it and I can become that. Such a fantastic, simple idea. So then I started reading a little bit more, and then started going to some lectures on Upanishads and all. The Parabrahma or Paramashiva with the Shiva Sutras is actually the first sutra of Shiva Sutras which I was going through recently. It talks about Chaitanya Atma, which is exactly what Advaita talks about. So I see the very fundamental correlation between the Shiva Sutras or Advaita. The Shiva is nothing but consciousness. That is, and the play of Shiva in creating the universe, the Shakti and all, it's a complete parallel to Advaita. So now the question is, what is this Paramashiva, what is this Paramatma that I want to become? How does, what are the characteristics of it? So then I started looking at what are the Advaitins saying about it. The Advaitins says, they go on, all the Upanishads go on very, very detailed explanation of how they cannot describe this Atma. This is Tadejati, Tannejati, Tadure, Tadantake, Tadantrastha, Sarvasyascha Bahita. It is inside, it is outside, it is moving, it is not moving, it is outside of everything else. And then, because it is outside of everything else, I cannot see the end of it. Because I cannot see the end of it, it must be infinite. And my tools that I have, the mind, the emotions, all the tools that I have are very finite things. How can a finite measure, finite scale be used to describe something that is infinite? Now then I started describing this Paramatma or Paramashiva in this context as something that cannot be described, that cannot be caught with the five senses, that cannot be understood, that which fire doesn't burn, water doesn't wet, and air doesn't dry. That Shiva is that Tattva, that infinite Tattva, that Ananta, Avyaya, and all the adjectives which basically try to show that we cannot describe that object. Now how, then, what is the whole point? Is there no hope for us to become that Shiva? No, they say there is one hope. You become that Shiva. Now, to become that Shiva, I can hardly understand my own present world. How can I understand the infinite universe? And I think in that context, our Spanda Karika is very fantastic because it starts with what Spandana is. So, Shiva, as the Vedanta explains, is one single eternal entity. So now, how can I assume, how can I see? See, if you want to define time or space, you need two things. Even to describe a vibration, you need two things. You need a reference plane and you need an observer and you need to measure the movement. But now I am saying, at least Vedantins are saying, there is one single entity which is Paramashiva or Paramatma. Now, how can I even understand a vibration that? I think that is where Spanda Karika is coming into the picture. And the first definition of Spandanam is Spandanam Kinchit Charanam. Kinchit here is apparent movement. So the whole universe that we see, in trying to understand the whole universe as a student, to understand Shiva or the Paramatma Tattva, I think it is fantastic that we have this Spanda Karika lectures because it initiates us into the path of trying to understand that apparent movement, that illusory movement which we call the world, in reaching the finite or infinite or the Shiva. And that is where I feel very happy to have Pratya Garu explain it, and I'm looking forward to all this. And I hope we all have fantastic time going ahead. Thanks.
Ishwar, she has a question for you.
Sorry. So you told to have everything is like becoming Shiva. So when we study about the journey of Shiva, even Shiva went through a lot, right?
So there are two Shivas we are talking about.
Microphone. Everybody else. Repeat the question.
I think the question is Shiva himself has a journey as a human. So the Shiva that you are talking about is a historical character, personified Shiva, described in Shiva Purana. But the Shiva that Spanda Karika or Shiva Sutras talk about is Parama Shiva, the universal consciousness, which even cannot be caught by any finite means.
The mythology comes.
So yeah, these are. This Shiva came from that Shiva for sure, but the context, this Shiva is the contextualized version of the universal Shiva. That's my understanding.
Anybody else has questions for Ishwar? Thank you very much, Mahakaleshwar. It's always such a great pleasure. It's great to gain all the knowledge from you, and thank you for exploring and giving us. And we keep throwing challenges at you, you keep coming back with good answers. So, excellent. We want to keep, of course, continuing this, and I think
That's how I learned.
all of us. So we'll have him come back again and definitely talk about things. But I'll publish it again. And I'm open to suggestions also. If you have certain topics that you would like covered, or certain challenges, throw it at us, and I'll have Madhubabu Garu come in and talk about these things, because that'll give him a chance to think through the questions that he possibly have to. The idea again, I think, one of the primary purposes of Mahakaleshwar is to make sure that we explore spirituality and understand ourselves much more than the metaphysical existence, much more than the physical existence, which is the metaphysical existence. So, thank you for all coming, and we'll keep these sessions coming. And if you have any questions, do post, and we'll forward it to him anyway. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Spirituality of Dhruvatara is showing the direction.
Yes, it is. What topics there? We'll come back. Yeah. Even which one?